So right off the bat, I want to talk about a few things here. And I mentioned you have some major cards, and I want to talk about them for just a little bit. So you've got three aces, Capricorns. We have here the Ace of Love, Ace of Cups, and this is like the beginning of a new love, a new passion, a new desire, something that is really transforming your emotional life in a very positive way. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles, promises of new jobs, new prosperity, financial increases, financial gains, and everything that I feel like this is basically a transformation in love, a transformation in money. And then we have as well the Ace of Wands, which is a transformation in projects. Okay. So you have some really big new beginnings in these areas of your life. And you have some major things that will be coming into the picture. I'm seeing, these are like gifts from the divine, okay, gifts from God. And when we look at the A's, they're always like a seed of something new. So when I saw that imagery at the very beginning with the oak tree, the seed leads to the growth of something amazing, of a plant, of some idea, of something that you can put into the ground, water it, nurture it, give it nourishment, give it sunlight, give it water, and watch it grow. So I feel that you are on the cusp, on the precipice of something really transformative for you emotionally, really transformative for you financially, and really drives your passion. And I feel like life before the month of March, a very important life-changing events I feel coming through for many of you, and especially if you are a Capricorn rising. If your rising sign is in Capricorn, I feel that you're going to be feeling this very early on in the month of March. If you don't care about astrology, if you don't care about rising sign, moon sign, and you're just only looking because, you're a Capricorn sun, if you're just like born in the Capricorn time frame, I feel like this is going to be a major change. Like I'm seeing this whooshing wind of change coming into the energy. Like the energy is bubbling, brewing. It's like champagne. Everything is bubbling up to the surface. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of zing and electricity. And this is going to be a very memorable month for you guys, okay? I'm very happy to see this for you. So let me unpack some of the things that are the themes and some of the other things coming through in the spread for you guys. So first of all, I see you literally holding something, very close to your chest right here. High Priestess, holding that lobster, very close to her chest. Okay. So I feel like you've got some major news, and, you're brimming with excitement. You're brimming with like anticipation. There's just a lot of things like zinging around your environment. And I feel like you have some major plans that are in the works, and you're keeping your cards very close to your chest. I feel that for some of you, of course, we have like close friends, lovers, family members, and close confidant that we confide in, that some of you might have told some of the people that you love and some of the people that you trust about some of these ideas, okay? But your circle is very close. And this is like stereotypical of Capricorns. Capricorns are like the lone wolf of the zodiac. They don't like to broadcast what they're doing. They're a little bit more on the secretive end. They're a little bit more on the conservative end of the spectrum, where they like to, just try one thing at a time, like process of elimination. And once they reach a conclusion, I feel like they don't really broadcast things. So I feel that you're keeping some major big events really close to your chest. A few of the people around you might know about what you're up to, but majority of people don't. And in a way, you're kind of an enigma to a lot of people, even your family members. They might have grown up with you, siblings, parents, cousins. They might have grown up with you, but they really don't know everything that you're up to. And so I feel this element about, waiting for the last stretch of the journey, waiting for everything to kind of like line up neatly in a row before you even tell anybody. So I feel like there are some major projects that you're undertaking, new jobs potentially falling onto your lap, possibly the beginning of a new relationship. And I feel like this could be something very, very serious with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. Okay. So we're progressing. This is like a very strong soulmate connection. This is a very, it's a relationship where there's a lot of friendship. There's a lot of camaraderie. There's a lot of like, likeness. When I think of likeness, it's like not only do we really love this person, we really like them as a person. Not only are we, you know, hot and heavy and like really passionate about this person, but we consider them our friend. We consider them our equal. We consider them our soulmate or our kindred, and we are on equal footing with this person. So I feel for many of you, there might be like a major undertaking, like, you know, proposing to somebody, getting proposed to, getting married to somebody, even like taking the relationship to the next level in terms of like, you guys are quite secretive and quite conservative with, you know, who you date as well. And so I feel like this could be kind of like that, finally opening up the door and allowing others to see who we're dating, like bringing your significant other home to meet family members, announcing that you're going to have a baby, announcing that you're going to get married, announcing an announcement that is drastically going to change your life, your love life for the better. Okay. So I feel like you're brimming with excitement and you can't really contain it. And you're very, very excited. But I feel that it is, you feel that it's prudent to kind of like hold back information, to be very careful about who you're telling. So for example, you know, I'm going to tell Aunt Mary because, you know, she's always been there for me. She's helped me through some hard times, but I don't want Aunt Mary to tell her cousin Joe, who's a blabbermouth, and he might, you know, ruin the surprise. So I feel that you're very strategic about who you're telling these ideas to. And then I'm also feeling as well, I'm feeling for some of you, if you are starting a new job, as indicated here with this Ace of Pentacles, there's a lot of private information that you're privy to. Okay. So I feel like, so for example, some of you might be in a position where there's like non-disclosure agreements, you know, I don't feel like there's anything shady happening behind the scene that would be the cause for these non-disclosure agreements. I feel like it's a security clearance type of an issue. You're privy to certain information because of by virtue of your position, by virtue of the work that you're doing, by virtue of, you know, the people that you're dealing with. You might be dealing with like very sensitive data, very sensitive information, classified data, classified information, or information that is not yet released to the public. And as a result of it, you are keeping things really close to your chest. Okay. So I feel like, I don't see you struggling with this, honestly, Capricorns, because I feel like you're very good at it. You're very good at compartmentalizing, separating personal life from private life. And as a result of it, I do feel like there are a lot of people that are also entrusting you with a lot of information. Okay. Because you're kind of like a black hole, you know, it sucks things in, but it doesn't let things leak out. And so in this regard, I do feel like for many of you, you're in some type of a high level, high power position. And there's a lot of confidentiality agreements. There's a lot of confidential information that you might come across. You might have like access to a lot of juicy details and information. And, you know, this information can't get out. I don't feel that it's going to be getting out, but you're kind of like excitedly pouring over this information that has never been released. Okay. So I do see that element here with the High Priestess. I'm also feeling for you as well, you know, things coming full circle. Karma, good karma is coming back home to roost. Okay. We have here the Six of Pentacles, and this is traditionally the Five of Pentacles is, you know, being cast out in the cold. It's usually like indicative of karma, bad karma coming back around. With the Six of Pentacles, whatever you give out is coming back to you tenfold. Okay. And, The Six of Pentacles is all about, giving alms, giving to the poor, giving to the less fortunate. The good deeds that we do, they don't go unnoticed. Okay. So what this means to me is, for many of you, there's a lot of diligent work. You're doing things with a lot of care. You're treating people the right way. You take care of people. And whenever you have financial resources, you always give back. Okay. So I see a lot of people here where I feel for the majority of you, okay, money can be associated with status, but I feel like for you guys, you understand that money is a means and it's not an end in itself. Okay, so like we need money, we need to pay the mortgage, we need to take care of the kids, we need to pay the car payment, and we need to be able to afford vacations and things like that. But like the whole concept about hoarding money, keeping it to ourselves, letting it pile up in the bank, I feel like for many of you, you have enough wisdom to understand that it's not meant to be hoarded. And so I feel like over the years, you have given it away very generously to the people that you love, who at least are responsible with money, giving gifts to mom and dad, giving gifts to siblings, using that money to invest in somebody's education, investing in your own education, or giving it to people who are in need of the money. Okay. So I feel all of your good deeds have really, paid off. I'm also feeling for many of you, you have chosen a career purposely, where you can give back. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of doctors. I'm seeing a lot of like mental health people, psychologists, psychiatrists, counselors, substance abuse counselors, people that work with like underprivileged populations, like children, children in the foster care system, social workers who have to deal with substance abuse people, or even like going into someone's house and doing welfare checks, wellness checks. And I'm also seeing like teachers and people that devote their lives to being of service to humanity, service to society, and service especially to the underprivileged. I'm also seeing people who take in and care for and heal up like stray animals, injure animals as well. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, I'm sensing that the universe is acknowledging the fact that, Capricorns, you consciously made a decision to devote your time, your energy, and your resources to help people that are less fortunate than you. So here we are. We're going to give you these 3 seeds with no strings attached. Okay. And so whatever you decide to do, it is in the palm of your hands, and it is within your power to start to manifest and start to go wild with these options that are available for you. So I do feel there's a huge recognition, okay, of your humanity and your good deeds, and also a huge, it's like a huge return of favor, like karma is being kind of given to you on a silver platter. All right. So the first 4 cards are all about that. When we jump into the month of March, you're going to feel this energy. Okay. And I feel that you're going to be incredibly happy. And I feel that the people around you, there's no falseness. There's no, people wearing masks. I feel that the people around you, they're going to be incredibly happy for you. And more than anything, they are going to all agree that, you definitely deserve this, Capricorn. So I'm really happy to see this for you. Towards the middle of the month. Okay. So once again, the reading's kind of like this. I do feel there is another character that you're going to be dealing with. Okay. I see like this might be, kind of like in the romantic, front. Okay. So for those of you who are single, or you could even be coupled up, but I do feel more so for those who are single, there's a person that you've been dealing with, and they have been a source of frustration. Okay. I don't see like a love-hate relationship. I don't see anything too bad in this connection.